solidarity with his beloved wife, my friend, my sister, Dr. Agnes Mubingaru, a woman of great strength and public service. I stand with their children and the entire family as they bear this immense loss. May you find comfort in knowing Dr. Ngaru's legacy of excellence, humility, mentorship lives on in each of you. Let us honor him by recommitting ourselves to restoring dignity, decency, and purpose in how we lead, live, and love, both in public and private. Allow me to end by quoting Micah 6:8. He has shown you, O mortals, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. Now, because there have been some calls here, you know, when you look at me, I mean, first of all, I don't even know what tribe I should say I am. Sometimes I'm told I'm Greek, sometimes I'm told I'm Kikuyu, and sometimes I'm supposed to be Dutch because my grandfather from my mother's side was Dutch. But this man, Raila Odinga, a man that I deeply love, a man that has shown us how to do good politics, doesn't have a shred of tribalism in him. And as I stand in this mountain area, I just want to say that if there's one thing you can take, is the politics of tribalism will not help our country. And for those who are calling for the Right Honorable Raila to run or stand for presidency, we are not the ones who lead Raila Odinga. It is Raila Odinga who leads us. Let him tell us what he wants. And for now, I know the one thing he wants with the broad-based government is that we have peace and stability in this country so we can build prosperity for our people. Kenya is in a very bad place. It's not about politics, it's about people. And I know the Right Honorable Raila Odinga will do right, not by Raila Odinga, but right by Kenya. Because when it comes to love, he loves Kenya first, more than anyone else. And it will be Kenya that guides and informs his direction. So let us not pressure him. Let Raila lead us, not us try to lead him. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Allow me to invite Your Excellency now, Honorable Maina Karubia, East Africa Legislative Assembly member. Welcome, sir.
Asante. The clergy, led by my bishop, Bishop James Kamura, and my provost, Stephen Duati, the family of Dr. Naru, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, Your Excellency, the Governor of Nairobi, and the Honorable Mheshimiwa Moses Kuria, who is also my friend and studying on all protocols. Muriaga doitu. Muriaga. Kwa majina ni Mheshimiwa Maina Karobia. By grace of God and the will of members of Parliament in Kenya, I represent Kenya in the East African Assembly. I bring the condolences to your family from the East African community, fraternity. I remember we talked with you via the phone the day before yesterday, and I was telling you that I was in Uganda, and I shared this news to my colleagues, and they sent me the condolences to come and represent them here. Right Honorable Raila Odinga, I want to thank you for working with this family and always holding the hand of our friend, Dr. Mombi Ngaru. Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, I come from the background that you have participated so much in building our continent Africa. You have contributed so much in building our country, Kenya. And before I continue, and before I even forget, I was sent by a delegation of the South Sudanese I told you I was in Uganda for this week. And they told me that we as Kenyans must continue participating and helping that country to stabilize. And I know you are doing quite a lot in that country. I remember just last month you visited Salva Kiir and you visited even Uganda, trying to stabilize that country. And I want you to really, and I request you to really work with that country so that there is stability in that particular country. Please. Honorable Raila Odinga, I met my good friend Mombi, who is also my colleague in the Legislative Assembly, even as much as she is a former. And it got me thinking what loyalty in politics is. Tulikuwa tumekaa hapo, Muthoni pia yeye alikuwa lakini akajiexcuse kidogo. Tukakaa almost 2 hours. And in every 5 minutes we were discussing or we were talking, she would mention your name. And it taught me as a young person who just got into politics what loyalty can mean. And if there is a loyal person, as Mheshimiwa Shebesa said, this lady, na hajachoka. Kwa hii siasa ya broad-based, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, kwa sababu hii serikali tunaleta kila mtu, tafadhali kumbuka huyu mama, kwa sababu ni mama jasiri sana. Some of us who come from this town of Thika, we benefit from the kind of leadership she left in our town. And as I've said, as we were sitting down last month with her, she gave me the idea that Thika is an idea. It doesn't matter the background you come from. All that matters is you put in hard work in everything that you do, and you're going to succeed in this town. And that's what some of us who are living in this town, we endeavor to succeed in our businesses, in our family lives, and in our religious faith. Something else that I collected from my sitting with her, and she gave me a story about her family, is that as a human being and as a Christian, there are 5 mountains of influence that you must always have to conquer. The mountain of faith, the mountain of family, the mountain of governance and public service, the mountain of art and entertainment, and the mountain of media. And when you read that book, the eulogy, and also what the family was saying here, you realize the Naru family, they have been able to conquer those 5 mountains that define a Christian life. So I want to really say that we didn't come here just to celebrate the life of the patriarch. We also came here to honor the family because of what you have been able to achieve as a unit, and also your service to the community, and also the service to our religious community. Kwa hayo mengi na machache, pole sana, na sisi tutazidi kutembea na wewe, Mheshimiwa, and East Africans, we miss you. Something that maybe Kenyans don't know, allow me to say, and it is something that we always revere, Mombi Ngaru. When you are in Yala, most of us will remember that time, Kenya tulikuwa na shida sana ya ICC. Kubwa sana, because we had our president and the then deputy president, together with the former president, in the whole ICC matters. And we always had a certain image, globally and also in the continent. But I remember, or what is collected in East Africa, is that you tried to clean our image and always defended our image as Kenya in the East African community. So to that, we really congratulate you, and we will always honor you because of protecting the image of our country and standing strong with our president then and our current president. Asante sana na pole sana kwa familia.
Well, thank you, Mheshimiwa. Your Excellency, allow me to invite now the Special Advisor, Office of the President, Honorable Moses Kuria. Welcome, sir.
my Lord Bishops, all the clergy, my sister Mobingaru, Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, viongozi wote wakiongozwa na gavana wetu Sakaja, Mheshimiwa PS na viongozi wote, Bwana asifiwe. Nimekuja kuleta rambirambi zangu za familia yangu na watu wa kwetu. Mimi ni wa eneo hili, kwako mama na familia, kwa sababu ya kuachwa na mzee. I may not have interacted with Dr. Naru on a personal level, but we've been told by Odoro Ngwen that Dr. Naru spotted you. You must have been very young. So I can tell what kind of a man he is if he had spotted you that young. And knowing how resolute and how firm you are, I can only imagine. I went to school in this town. Tukiwa vijana wadogo, the image of Mumbi Ngaru was roaming large as a mayor. My father was a businessman in this town. And over the years, we have found ourselves on different sides of politics. I remember as a young man, during the Sabasaba of 1990, I was called by this man, Kariuki Muiruri and Gegi Muigai. Na hao ndio walinifunza kwanza jinsi ya kufunga barabara. Na tulikuwa tunafunga hapa Thika na Mumbi Ngaru na hii eneo lote. So over the time, I remember around 15 years ago, we were going on debates, on radio debates, on Kameme FM with Mumbi. And Mumbi was very firm. That time, mimi natetea Uhuru Kenyatta. Yeye anatetea Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. And even when we are off air, instead of trying to argue with me, she would convince me like someone who is preaching for someone to get saved. So, pole sana mama. And Baba, let me tell you something. If you have a soldier, a very firm soldier, we couldn't understand during those turbulent times. And people from this region, whatever they cannot understand, they have to have a reason, an explanation. So we fish for an explanation for Mumbi Ngaru. How come anasimama na baba kila wakati? So ikasemekana Jaramogi alikuwa anatembea hii eneo, hiyo miaka. And we grew up believing that Mumbi is Jaramogi's daughter. Because we had no other explanation to give. Yeah? And it is the same virus I see with people who have been with you. Kuna so many unsung heroes here. Kuna jamaa hapa anaitwa Gishini. Huyu jamaa ile vita ametupiga over the years because of baba. Unaweza kufikiria ni korogo. Yeah? And so many other people. So there must be something in you. And Kamau, unajua haukumaliza, mimi nitakusaidia kumaliza ile haukumaliza. Wacha na hiyo hapo siri. Kamau umesema baba aendelee. And I think ataendelea na mambo manne. The first one is for his great forgiving heart. This the other day, I was with a former colleague in parliament. He was an MP in Wajir. Alikuwa amesimama 2017. Alikuwa amesimama na ODM. Kwa kuwa na petition in Wajir. So the guy won the petition. Uchaguzi karudiwa, lakini kurudiwa, he defended his seat on a Jubilee ticket, not on ODM ticket. So juzi nikamwambia, I am going to see baba. Kaniambia mimi nakuomba kitu kimoja. Uende waambie baba pole kwa sababu nilimkosea. Kwa sababu when the opportunity came, I did not defend my seat on ODM. Kaniambia, my friend, Mheshimiwa, I cannot do that. I said, why? Because baba will not even remember ulimkosea. Because that is the kind of man that he is. You have to try hard for baba not to forgive you. Sasa hiyo baba, hiyo roho ya kusamehea, endelea nayo. Hiyo ndio Kamau alikuwa anaongea. Ya pili ni mambo ya kuwa mtu ako na subra, patient. Baba, you follow the footsteps of David in the Bible. David, even after being anointed by Samuel, he could have killed Saul. He could have taken power from Saul. But even after anointment, he waited for 22 years. Imagine, wengine wetu hata mwaka moja hatuwezi kuvumilia. David waited for 22 years. So hiyo patience, subira yako baba, ndio Kamau alikuwa anaongea, ni maneno yamekuwa machache, akashindwa kujielezea. So nikaona wacha nimsaidie hiyo. Jambo lingine baba, ambao Kamau alikuwa anaongea juu yake, ni mambo ya kupenda nchi yetu. It is so easy to do things because of what they mean for us as individuals. It is so easy to say, to hell with the country. But when the big hour comes, Baba, you always bed back for the nation. You don't bed back for individuals. You always bed back for the nation. Now, that patriotism, above all, is what Kamau, kwa sababu hajatembea sana, alishindwa kusema, hiyo ndio Kamau alikuwa anasema tuendelee nao. Lakini ya mwisho, baba, ni kuwa mtu ambaye ako na plan, mtu ambaye ako na mpango, mtu ambaye hafanyi mambo kiholela, mtu ambaye ana calculate. Mimi siku hizi mnaona siongeagi sana, na shidaga na baba, na niko na notebook. Namwangalia, nasoma mambo mengi sana. Na ni muhimu mtu kwenda kwa vita akiwa na plan. Tumeona watu wengi wameenda bila plan. Hii maneno bwana ni hesabu. Na inahitaji hesabu ambao ni ya kushinda, sio ya kuanguka. So huyu mzee ako na mpango. Na Kamau anajua huyu mzee ako na mpango. Na hiyo ndio mambo alikuwa anasema mzee aendelee nayo. Mwisho, as I conclude, I know members of parliament, we are mourning the loss of our colleague, the Honorable Charles Ongodowele, who served with me in the 12th parliament. And he wants really to pass our condolences to the family, ask for quick resolution in the investigation, and I hope the perpetrators will be brought to book. But at the same time, and I've been talking about this, yet time and again, it's also a wake-up call for the political class to remove the culture of using violence as a political tool. We are paying for our own sins. When we have got goons, even attacking churches, heckling each other, violence begets violence. And I hope all of us will come together and stand firm and say no to the culture of violence as a tool of politics. Mama Mumbi, Mungu alaze roho ya mzee pema peponi, mpaka tukutane tena. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Honorable Moses Kuria. Your Excellency, sir, without much ado, allow me to invite now the Principal Secretary, State Department for East African Community Affairs, Dr. Carol Karogo. Welcome.